Bandula Jayasekara Samaka.
My guest today is Mr. Douglas Devananda, who is the leader of the EPDP and is my very old friend. Good to have you on our program, Douglas.
Yes, Vanakkam, Maibovan, Assalamu alaikum. Even though after a long time no see. Yes.
And now, what's happening up north?
Yes. You know, before 2009, before the war end, people were in a very bad situation. Any time may happen, anything may happen any time. But now everything is harm. But unfortunately, economically they couldn't develop themselves because last the war, and in the past the governments who have come to power, they deprive the Tamil community and the Tamil leadership, especially the Tamil leadership, whoever, they also didn't much care about the people. They only talk about the people to catch votes, not for to settle the people's issue. So now after end of war, people are okay. Okay means, but economically they are facing severe hardship like in the other countries or other part of our country. But here especially the problem was last 30 years they didn't have any proper things.
Now take for example TNA. Even though Mr. Sambandhan became the leader of opposition, they are part of the government. So they have the support of Prime Minister Wickremesinghe. But how come they couldn't develop the north? They couldn't help our poor northern brothers and sisters.
Yeah. I won't say that he was the leader of the opposition. Anywhere in the world, the government won't recommend or the government won't select the leader of the opposition. So he is no more whether officially or unofficially he was not a leader of the opposition. But as you said, they are in the government, they are part of the government. But what I am trying to tell is the Tamil leadership, they want only the vote catching, not the people's problems to solve. They want to drag the problem. That's why I said there are three type of character, there are three type of politicians, political approaches are there. One is a commission politics, that is TNA, like that.
So you are saying they make commissions?
Yes, commission, yes. Politics and everything, money, votes, all commissions. That's a commission politics. The other section is coffin box politics. Coffin box means what is the coffin box maker's interest? People has to die. Then only they will get, that is the LTT's policy. So others are like Kajendra Kumar, the Justice Vigneshwaran, that type of. Other third part, the third side is amicable, a practical solution, or practicably through dialogue and making understanding between the communities, that type of approach. So I am following the third one. Third one means the third one.
So you want to have a dialogue and solve problems.
And bring confidence making within the communities. Otherwise you can't settle the problem. So I hope if the Tamil community give me the mandate, I am not expecting what TNA had in in the early times 18, then 22, now 16. So I don't want that much of this thing. At least half of the seats, if I am given, the mandate given by the people, I think overnight, because I have a good rapport with the southern leaders, with the southern people I have good understanding. So they likes me or they understand me, I understand them. So the only problem is if the Tamil community in coming election, if the Tamil community give me a good mandate, then very soon I will settle the problem.
No, sorry, Raghi. Now see, you also had a past. Like there are people who are scared of you. There are accusation against you. Now we have all got old. We have become matured. What have you got to say to that?
Not because of that. Not
Yes.
because of the old.
Yes.
All political intention only. The accusation. So far, nothing. They couldn't prove anything. Even Maheswaran murder. His wife knows, and who killed Maheswaran, and about her part on the killing, she knows everything. But what happened? She accused me. She accused me. She said the killer is in the parliament. So I said, the person who gave information also in the parliament to kill Maheswaran. Before Maheswaran started going to the temple, the message went from his home that he is on his way. So get ready. And I told her, okay, the former President Mahinda Rajapaksa's government, his judiciary, they didn't give you the what you expected, the judgment. Now your government, your judiciary, so why you didn't go to appeal court? Because she knows that what happened. And Joseph Parayasingam, Ravi Raj, recently there were some students, youngsters were taken into custody and killed in Colombo. So everything for easily they put on my head or in my party.
Yeah.
But until now, there were so many inquiries took place. But my name or my party name is not transferred there. So I am not that type of person. Recently they asked about the execution, this thing. I said, even though when I took up arms, from even that day itself, even though maybe I may be 18, 20, even then itself, I have no hope through killing, through murders we can settle the issues. So I didn't have that this thing. I thought through dialogue or through some pressure. So then someone may ask why you took up arms. A cane, the teacher, in the teacher's cane. It doesn't mean you hit every student and to show them and
put a little bit of fear.
Yeah, and take the students in a correct way. The knife, butcher's knife and the doctor's knife are same. It will cut, chop and that and this. But different motives. The butcher's knife, it will take off the life. But doctor's knife, it will safeguard the life.
Or save lives, yeah.
Yeah, save life. So I took up arms because of this, not to kill people and through killing you can settle, you can solve the problem.
Now coming back, I want to find out, or I want to tell the viewers, see what has happened is, whether it's LTT time or other times, our Sri Lankan Tamil brothers and sisters have suffered. They continue to suffer. So sometimes those innocent Tamils were said, okay, you are LTT. They had nothing to do with LTT. They were under pressure. When will this suffering end?
Now it's come to an end now. After two, so I have to thank President Mahinda Rajapaksa. But now is
no. What I mean is
now
economy.
The war is end.
Now the war
is end. Now we have to settle the economic issue.
Because
the livelihood issue.
Livelihood issues. Then there are issues of alcoholism, because they need to be occupied. So things like that.
But after Indo-Sri Lankan agreement, I am not prepared to accuse the southern leaders or southern government because of the Tamil leadership. They didn't handle it properly. So I am telling this because of my experience. You know, I have armed struggle experience more than 15 years, and I have an experience through democratic process, through parliamentary democracy more than 25-30 years.
Only man who escaped death 13 times.
Yes.
13 attempts.
Yeah, more than that. Known times and unknown times also there. No. So my this thing is the Tamil leadership, they made the wrong thing. You know, even though now the TNA says, those days I named the TNA means tiger nominated agents.
Yeah.
Now there's no tiger, but now they are taking the strips that they are, you follow?
Yeah.
Even recently also, last Sunday, the Tamil Katchi's conference took place. The paper says someone then said that we will take up arms again or something. All bullshit. So you can't settle the problem. If Prabharan couldn't settle, how can Sambandan and Sumandran or these people settle through armed struggle? So that is out of the question. My this thing is have a good rapport with the southern people, southern leadership, and through dialogue I think we can settle. Even in the front line.
The latest reports by Radhakrishnan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the former president says, now what I meant was that on the 13th plus we can negotiate on creation of a Senate. We will share the power of the center. We will strengthen the Pradesha Sabha provincial councils. We can negotiate all of that. Even though this Tamil leadership, when he was in power, they could have settled him. But these people, they don't want to settle the issue.
But my question is, why can't our Sri Lankan Tamil leaders get together? It's the same problem in the south also. A lot of people are suffering. But why can't you all get together and solve the problem? So people are
now, among the Tamil leadership, other than me, others all together, no? Including LTT, they were together. Why they couldn't settle? Because they don't want to settle the problem. So I couldn't join with them because of the policy, because of their attitude. So that's why I didn't join with them. So that is not a problem. The problem is whoever in power, whoever people, the Tamil community elected them, they have to settle the problem. So I hope maybe I think in until another 5 years I may be in politics. After that I don't want to do the old people's politics. If within 5 years, if people given the mandate, I think I can settle the problem. I think coming maybe very soon we have to face the election. We have to, not only the Tamil issue or the Muslim issue, the country's issue, the Sri Lankan's issue. Election should become quicker. Then only we can settle entire problem.
What about the land issue? Are you happy with the government handing over land to our Sri Lankan Tamil people in the north, or more to be done?
Yes, not enough. Because the thing is, even the security forces should maintain the ratio means you know, in the police, yes, or the ratio, yes, should be maintained. The other thing, Gambaha, how much is the people? How much?
Yeah, the percent.
Say 1.2 million. So even the police or security forces, it should be according to that, not over to them. So, even the Tamil areas also, these things should be implemented.
You should, like, say, example, you should have more Sri Lankan Tamil police officers.
Police officers or in the security forces, the ratio, the ethnic ratio should maintain, one thing. Other thing, according to the district population, that should be also should be there. In Gambaha, if 2 million people, for example, if 5,000 security forces or police are there, in Jaffna only 500,000 people. So, security forces can't or police can't more than that, no. So, as a Sri Lankan, now the separation is out of the question. Until this thing, I won't allow that to happen. I think even the Tamil people also, the Tamil people, they want to be a Tamil and to be a Sri Lankan. To be a Sri Lankan, not as a Tamil, or not be a Tamil, not as a Sri Lankan. They want be a Tamil and as well as a Sri Lankan. So, that is the Tamil community willing and aspiration, everything. But unfortunately, this Tamil leadership, they have taken that aspiration into their Western interest. So, that is why they messed up. So, after Indo-Sri Lankan agreement, we could have settled this problem easily. It is a golden opportunity. After that, President Premadasa tried to settle, but unfortunately from the Tamil side, there is no proper cooperation. Then President Chandrika Bandanayaka Kumaratunga, she brought a wonderful, better than the Indo-Sri Lankan agreement. So, the Tamil leadership
didn't accept
it. Then after everyone who have come to power, when Ranil Wickramasinghe was in power, he tried to bring Oslo and several things. But the Tamil leadership, even President Mahinda Rajapaksa also, but
why can't we coexist? Okay, the problem is over. Like, very important, I think we should be trilingual. You remember President Abdul Kalam came and launched this program.
Yeah.
Everybody should learn all 3 languages.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
What do you think? What are your views on that? It's a very good thing. I think we should learn.
You know,
then we understand the cultures, everything.
Yeah, you know, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. You know, the Tamil people should learn Sinhala, and the Sinhala people should learn Tamil.
And English also.
English may be a link language or something, yes. But this is both, the Tamil should learn Sinhala and Sinhala should learn Tamil. That is the most important thing. But you know, before 1956, when those leaders, they wanted to bring Sudesa Bhasa, that is Sinhala and Tamil as a national language. But unfortunately, the Tamil leadership, G.G. Ponnambalam, Selvanayagam, they were in a different mind. They are thinking, they are eating or sleeping or laughing or writing everything in English. So, they wanted English to be as a national language. Then the extremist people from the Sinhala community, they use it and bring Sinhala only. If you could have bring those days, now everyone realize after
such a long time.
Yes, not only long time, so after so many suffering the country undergone, no. Otherwise we could be better than Singapore. There are so many countries are there now, for example.
But now see, for example, I went to a school where we grew up, all 5 communities. We learned Tamil and we have no issues. We have no communal issues at all. But now we have this Sinhala Mahavidyala or Demala Mahavidyala, Muslim. We still can do away with this and make these things national schools and teach everything.
So as Uncle Devguna sir says, My father was a firing speaker. He can speak in 3 languages, Tamil, English, Sinhala, and he can write and read very well and speaks very well. But unfortunately, his son was in a very bad
Became a rebel.
Yes. But until 87, I tried to learn Sinhala writing, speaking and everything. But after the riots, I just throw it and I thought I wanted to forget what I learned. Then I came to Colombo again 90 May. So in Mahinda Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa's government special cabinet in Kandy. So I told him, Janadipati Tuma, Mama Hitiwe, Mama Eka Varadi Kara 77, then Enakota, Mama Eka single Ekana Gatut Hondai, Mama Varadi Kara Akila. Then after Mahinda Sindhana, now I am thinking I am right. You follow?
Yeah.
I told in the cabinet. You follow what I am trying to say? Yes. So what, as you said, the trilingual, it should be.
How come we don't have people like Mr. K.B. Ratnayaka, even Lionel Fennell? See, we need to build bridges, people who understand each other. How come we don't have these people?
Because this the political leadership from the Tamil side and the Sinhala side, for their vested political interest, they spoiled everything. Because of that only these things happen. So in future, if you all understand correctly, without the dirty politics, if you go on the same path, very soon we can make a wonderful, as a Sri Lankans, a wonderful country.
Work together.
Yes.
Now, Dagi, now what is your understanding? There's so much of debate on this agreement going to be signed with the United States. There is a fear that people are betraying the country, not only with the United States, agreements with China, so many things. What is your understanding?
No, we should be independent. We can get help from them, but we should be independent. So we have to decide, that's why I tell earlier, for the Tamil leadership I told earlier, for everything they said no, international community. I tell them, we have to birth our children, not the outsiders. Outsiders may be a midwife, they can do a midwife job, but they can't come and birth children to us. We have to do that. So likewise, as an independent country, we can get helps from any country. It is not a problem. We have to and we can. But to keep them, their military presence or the control by them, I won't agree with that.
Will you stand up?
Yes.
But it's not against only America. See, they're talking China, Japan, so many.
There were 2 seminars took place. One is Ratna Thero also had a seminar, so he invited me, I went there. Then recently, my good old friend Mr. Dinesh Gunavatana also had a seminar recently, 2-3 days back. For that also I took part. So any country, whoever, whether China or America, whoever, they can't control us. We have to control ourselves.
My final question to you is, now there talk of TNA and all this, and then what's this now? Suddenly, I have nothing against anybody, but now they say they have forgotten the old leaders, and Sambandhan is trying to bring the people who came into politics very late. What are your views on that?
No, in a democratic country, in a democratic setup, you have the ground for that. But the problem is among if I refer to the Tamil community, so far there is no proper Tamil leaders to settle the Tamil issue. They wanted to drag the Tamil issue for their vested political interests. So they were the Prabhaharan or whoever. So this is my past experience. As I said, I have more than 15 years in armed struggle experience and
You
more
were
than
in
25.
prison for
Yes, prison means member of prison too. I said MP means. MP means not only member of parliament, member of prison too. But as you said, there were so many accusations, all are political accusations, intentionally, in even the LLRC also. Then I have proved in the parliament also. That is also that question they didn't ask me. I also didn't answer to that. But I went to archives and I got the lyrics and the voice and the lyrics and I presented to parliament.
Douglas Devananda, Nandri Vanakkam.
Oh, Aibovan, Vanakkam. Assalamu alaikum.
Pathikada. Bandula Jayasekara Samaka.